Hey, good Saturday morning, Patrick the Okie Shaver. The thumbnail will tell you what's going on today, but Tobin Fetters and Frank at Strike Gold Shave, Frank Misa, they have done a trilogy, so to say, of it's called the Core Discovery, and it takes you from, say, St. Louis, Missouri, and they go all the way across to where they end up, Oregon, Washington area on the coast. Um, and Tobin asked me to review, and as you all know, I'm not such a good reviewer, but the third and final uh, offering of this. I did the second one, Sacagawea. You can look it up if you want to in my videos, but the third and final is called The Expedition, and that's what I'm going to try and do my best to do a review with today. It is this is an homage, a dupe, a whatever, however you want to say, a nod, I don't know, to Parfums de Marly Perseus. And the notes on this, the top notes are grapefruit, bergamot, black currant. The middle is vetiver, green mandarin, and geranium. The base is dry wood, cashmere wood, ambergris, balsam fir, cedar, and tonka bean. And I only got this yesterday. I think it got hung up in the Houston post office for most of the week because I was supposed to get it almost at the beginning of this week, or yeah, this week. So I did wear some on my arm last night, and I have an idea what the dry down is, and it's a bit different to me than what you're whipping up here and what comes off the tub. But I do have it whipped up in the Captain's Choice bowl. And let me tell you what else we're using today. This is a a super adjustable my birth year, my birth quarter P3. And this is not a Black Beauty. The Black Beauties have the black underside base plate. So people confuse them, but these are super adjustables, and the Black Beauties have the black base plate. And in it we have a first use Personna Platinum. And the brush we're using, I don't know where, I know where I got it. I got it from Timothy Abernathy, but I don't know where it came from. I've seen a couple similar for sale places, but I don't know. So anyways, that's what we're using today, and the Captain's Choice bowl here. But as I whip this up, this scent is it's soft. There's nothing hard edged about it, in my opinion. Yeah, what I get mostly out of it, and it's lovely to me, is the geranium. I love the geranium, but you also have the grapefruit and the bergamot. The bergamot really, I think, comes out a little more than the grapefruit in this. The black currant to me is a bigger scent, and I don't get a lot of it here. The vetiver I'm not really getting, and I was glad when I whipped it up this morning that I didn't get, because there's tonka bean in it, and tonka bean can smother a lot of different things, and that's my opinion. It seems to me if you use too much, it takes over, and in some cases that's a good thing, but in this case I think it wouldn't be such a good thing. But yeah, the citrus and the geranium really come through to me, and I like geranium, and not a lot of people do probably, but to me it's a very soft, subtle scent. In this I get different parts of it. It's not just like in Sacagawea I got a sweet scent, then I got a woodsy scent, and then I got another. This is kind of, I can pick out some of the notes, and I'm not good at that, and it comes hard for me. So to say that I can smell those things is kind of a big deal to me. But yeah, and on the dry down with the aftershave last night, I did get some of the woodsy scents, a little bit of the cedar, a bit of the tonka, not just a whole lot. And I'm not really picking up. Maybe the vetiver is what's pushing something forward. I don't know, but I don't get a lot of that. I love vetiver, and it can also take over a whole scent if you're not careful, and it doesn't here. This is, to me, a beautifully blended thing, and it's and the things that are pushed forward are kind of a clean scent, not totally masculine, not totally feminine. I think it's a unisex thing also, and I don't normally enjoy them unisex scents, but I do like this one. Sacagawea to me was a unisex scent, and I like it. I'm not saying that, but like Baccarat Rouge 504 or whatever it's called, to me that is it's not a masculine scent at all, and I'm not big on it. And I've got a couple of bottles of the Sterling dupe of that. I'll be giving one away here in a week or two. But let's get on with this shave. And I'm one of those guys that has to get everything out first so I don't forget something. And I wish I'd had more time to set with this scent, and maybe I could do a little bit better, but I really, really like it. So far, I've not found anything I don't like about it. And to me, that's usually what I pick up first, things that I don't like. And if this is not what Perseus is about, or if this is not what Expedition is about, I apologize. But to me, that I can only be honest with how I feel and what I smell out of it, what I get out of it. And I don't know about y'all, but a lot of times the more I use a particular soap or a scent, the more things I pick up later. So this is probably not justice at all for this scent, but I don't know what or anything that Tobin and Frank will do next, but this is it for the core discovery. I don't know if any of you watch, changing subject, sorry. My mind's like a hamster wheel most times. I don't know if you watch Glenn Sherman. He has a channel, The Luxury Shaving Hobbyist or something. It's a yard long, and he's such a good fella. They were on their way to, I think, I don't want to say, like last month he said something about going to Tahiti. And he's sick in the hospital in Hawaii right now, is the way I understood it. And this is between everything I've got going on, which, isn't a lot, but I should have paid more attention probably to what's going on with Glenn. But I know he's sick, and he could use your prayers, if y'all are inclined that way. But let's get on with this shave. Here we go, first pass. And I'm so used to, and I've talked about this before, maybe it was when I used Kennedy. I know for me, and I'm sure it's just the era that I grew up in. I want big, loud scents. You know, when I use a cologne or if I use an aftershave, I want it to project and I want to smell it, and maybe Perseus actually does. But this thing, to me, is such a soft and subtle scent that if it were any more, I think it would be too much. You know, it wouldn't be true to what it's being, maybe. I don't know. And I've never smelled Perseus. I don't know what it's about particularly, but I think that what Tobin and Frank have done here is a good thing. For sure. I hope y'all are doing well, feeling well, and all that good stuff. I think it's ingenious of, I don't know whose idea it was, and it doesn't matter, but there's I would assume that everybody got the reviewers. I think this dropped yesterday, if I'm not wrong, and probably I am, but I think it's pretty smart to, because I didn't pay for this, of course, to send the more sample size soap and aftershave. That just makes sense to me. Here we go, pass 2 against the grain. And it seems to me that when I try to review a scent, the things that I like are the things I get stuck on. See, I'm still smelling the citrus and the geranium. But I can't say that that's a bad thing for me. But as far as the scent strength on this, I think if it were more, it would be too much. I don't know. And I'm normally disappointed when I don't get, if something has cedar in it and I don't get a lot of cedar, I'm disappointed a lot of times because I love cedar scent, but there's not just a ton of that until the dry down. And I don't know that you can pick out cedar specifically, but I'm not disappointed at all in this one, not having the cedar up front, which I think would be too much for the geranium and the bergamot and the grapefruit. I get the grapefruit a little bit more the further I go in to the shave. And geranium, to me, too, is a scent. Any scent can be too much, if you know what I mean. But, you know, a single scent soap, it's going to be like that. But when you're trying to blend things, can't have that so much. Man, this just smells really, really nice this morning. If you like adjustable razors, and I used to really like them, these super adjustables are, to me, and I don't know the difference. I mean, of course there's differences, but I don't know the particular differences in, say, the slim adjustable, the Fat Boy, and then the super adjustables. But the super adjustables are just twice as good, in my opinion, and I don't really know why. I get a better shave out of a slim than I do a Fat Boy, but the shave I get from a slim doesn't compare to a super adjustable. And I'm sure there's differences in the geometry of the head or something, and it may be different and or maybe the same, and I'm just thinking it's so much better. I don't know, but for me, the super adjustables are much better shaver. Get dried off, get some aftershave on. I'm not in a hurry, but I'm in a hurry, kind of. Goodness. All right, the Expedition here. And I'm assuming that this has alcohol in it. I have not read. Yeah, this one does have denatured alcohol in it. I know that if you are from overseas and you order something from Strike Gold, they do send the witch hazel instead of the alcohol based. Again, no resistor, whatever you call them. Restrictor. Goodness. And so you almost get woods off the bat with the splash. Not quite, but almost. But during the dry down, you will get it. And that will be smelling good for a while. All right. I guess that's going to do it for the shave. Tobin, Frank, I appreciate y'all letting me review this scent. It is really, really a lovely scent. I don't know how close this is to Perseus. I'm just telling y'all that. I don't have any idea. But if Perseus is like this, it's well worth smelling because it's pretty darn expensive. But I like this scent a lot. I'm not a good reviewer, as you all know, but man, so very nice. So let me recap and I'll get off here and shut up. I've been talking way too much today. So today we had Strike Gold Shave and Tobin's Throwbacks final entry for the Core Discovery, the Expedition, the Soap and Splash, which were sent to me gratis, free of charge. The shaver we used today was the 1970 model short-handled super adjustable from Gillette, and the fake antler brush, Badger Knot. Don't have any idea other than that. And for blade we used the Personna Platinum. That's going to do it for me. And for this shave, I appreciate y'all. Hold on. Jeff Dinker won the Mike's Natural Soaps, Pine and Cedarwood, and the 64, 66 flare tip. Gosh darn, sorry. So I think I have Jeff's information, but Jeff sent me an email just in case I don't. And the next giveaway I want to do is I've got a puck of Colgate here. I've got more than one, but I want to give away a puck of Colgate, and I've got this bottle of Stetson I'd like to send with it. Or if you don't want Stetson, I can't remember what else I have. Yeah, we better keep it with this because I'm not sure. I know I have some full bottles of some stuff, but I can't remember what I've got. So we'll just do the Colgate and the Stetson for this next giveaway. And in the comments, just write Colgate if you would, and I will draw for it next week, and we'll get it to you as quick as we can. Jeff, I'll be sending your stuff. Hopefully I still have your contact information. I'm sure I do. But send me an email anyway, just to be sure. I'll get off here and let y'all go. Patrick the Okie Shaver, we'll see y'all next week, Lord willing. Have a good and safe week, and we'll see y'all then. Thank you. Bye.